Summer heat we picked up this week is going to keep rolling this weekend. We'll see a few more clouds like we saw today, otherwise quiet conditions over the next couple days, and that hot weather keeps on rolling into next week. Quite the turnaround over the last 7 days. We're up about 20 degrees from that fall-like weather of last weekend. That seems like a distant memory as of this point, because ever since Monday we've been in the 80s, near 90 as of yesterday. That's the kind of weather we'll see going into the weekend, and really throughout much next week. It's right in this territory, so don't look for the fall conditions to return anytime soon. As we look at ExactTrack radar, no showers for us, but you can kind of pick up on all the cloud cover snaking through the Midwest as a result of post-tropical cyclone Francine. That'll be the theme going into the weekend, as every so often we'll get a few clouds through our backyard and may see a stray shower on future trek. So as you look at the overall outlook, a lot of the moisture stays off to our west, but every so often we may get a stray shower to pop up at times, mostly later in the day on Saturday, and much of that well to the west of I-39. So this is why we have a slight chance for rain in the forecast, but really overall, I think a lot of you are going to end up seeing a dry day with a partly cloudy sky, temperatures back into the middle to upper 80s like we saw today. Humidity is up a little bit, so not to muggy levels, but the air may not feel quite as dry as the last couple days. So some slight heat index values here. Maybe feels like a degree warmer or so than what's on the thermometer. Same story for our Sunday. Partly cloudy weather, fairly quiet, temperatures rising back into the middle to upper 80s like we saw today, and that little bit of humidity in the air pushing the heat index up about a degree or two over the air temperature. So not a huge difference there, but you may notice that little uptick in humidity over the course of the weekend hours. Then we go into next week and beyond, and we're just locked into the summer weather for a while. According to the Climate Prediction Center, warmer than average temperatures will look to trend well into the end of the month, so it may be a couple more weeks of this hot weather pattern. You can see that we've got a very strong ridge in the jet stream, and that just keeps going all throughout next week. So it keeps moving in that hot weather. Cooler conditions just can't quite crack into this pattern. So as a result, we've got a pretty consistent forecast moving forward over the next 7 to 10 days. You can see in the forecast we're partly cloudy and near 90 through Monday, and cooling off slightly next week into the mid 80s and seeing a sunny sky. So no rain chances anytime soon. In fact, in your most accurate 10-day forecast, it's much of the same by next weekend. So we got 10 days worth of the 80s with dry conditions, very quiet forecast, definitely a hot forecast, and fall weather is nowhere in sight, at least for the next 10 days or so.